Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Jayco 25BH. This is a pretty common floor plan that we have here, but they do some great things in here that I really like, and we'll go over those as we go through the RV. So let's start off here on the kitchen. They did a pretty good job here in the kitchen. You'll see you do have a little bit of prep space here off to the side, at least enough space to put a little cutting board here. And you have a lot of space here in the back, which is good if you have a permanent coffee maker, toaster, blender, something like that out, which you can plug in the electrical outlet right over to this side there. You'll also see you have a double bowl sink here with the high-rise faucet, so it is pretty easy to wash and rinse dishes. Then over here to the side is your 3-burner cooktop. The front one there is high output, and you have an oven underneath in case you want to do some baking. Right underneath the oven there, you'll see you have decent sized storage, maybe enough room for some of your smaller pots and pans. And then underneath the sink here, you have a little storage area right there as well. Again, you can probably fit some of your smaller camping pots there. This is a little sponge tray. Yep, that guy folds down just like so. And then underneath, you have 3 drawers. That way you have a spot for your silverware, as well as some other utensils like knives, spatulas, and a third one for whatever else you want to put in it. And then right over here to the side, we saw the electrical outlet there, but you also have this storage right over here. So, myself personally, I'd probably put some shoes in there just because I hate them being out by the door. But again, whatever you want to stick in there, by all means, when it's yours, you can adorn it however you desire. Right up to the top here, you will see all of your controls. You have your tank monitoring panel right here. Notice that your water pump is there as well as your water heater. Do note that you have a control for propane as well as for electric. Folks, you can turn both of those on at the same time for faster recovery. So if everyone in here is going to start jumping in the shower and you have shore power, I definitely recommend it. You'll also see you have your slide control there as well as your power awning. And then the 2 switches there, one for the lights inside, the other one for the lights outside. Right around the corner there, you have this overhead storage. You have the tinted glass, which is cool, helps break up the wood look a little bit. When we open that up, you'll notice it is strut supported, so easy one-hand operation for that overhead door. And that gives you pretty good pantry storage up top there. Microwave over to this side here as well as your hood underneath with both a light and fan. If we take a quick look at the ceiling, folks, one of the things I do want to show right here, you have your cooktop there, and sure, you do have a hood, but this really does a good job if you want to get the smells out really quickly, or if you just want to cool it down in here without turning the AC on, turn that guy on, and it definitely gets some air moving. You also have LED lights all the way throughout. You have some speakers up here, an upgraded WineGuard Razor TV antenna instead of your standard crank up, crank down. And then, of course, ducted AC. The central unit is right here. It also has a quick dump, so if you want to move this over just like so, it forces more air to come right here in the central area, which is nice when you are loading or unloading the RV. And then right down below, you have your fridge-freezer combo. You got the Jayco sticker representing there, right? Open it up, you can see you have plenty of storage inside. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. And then right down below, you have the pull-out drawer here. Moving over to the side, now you have some options here. You can see that you have removable shelves, so it gives you some versatility. If you want, if you have a lot of folded clothes for the kids, you want to put clothes in there, you can do that. If you need the pantry space, you can use it for pantry. If you want to hang clothes, they already have the hanging rod there for you, so you can remove the shelves here and hang clothes up top. And then you also have the storage there on the bottom. Then right here in the back are your 2 bunks, privacy curtain right here. One of my favorite parts about Jayco bunk models, folks, is that they extra reinforce these beds. You have a 600-pound sleeping capacity on each one of these double bunks. The really neat thing about that is if you have older kids that go with you, or maybe it's an adult trip, you're bringing your guy friends, your girlfriends, whatever it may be, you can easily sleep 2 adults to these bunks here. You also have a window on both the top and bottom, LED lights, and a shelf with electrical outlets on the top and bottom too, which is really cool for the kids. That way they can plug in their tablets, their phones, or whatever, so that way they have their electronics on a rainy day. You also have a grab handle right up top here to help you hop into the top bunk. Right outside the bathroom here is your thermostat for both your heat and AC. And when we go into the bathroom, you see right here on the door is the toilet paper holder. That way when the door is shut, you have access to it. And then you see the foot flush lever toilet there, plenty of leg room in front, as well as the tub shower. Plenty of room in the tub there too, folks. The thing I like about having a tub is if you have small kids, you're able to give them a bath here. You don't have to give them a shower, which is pretty cool. You also have some shelves in there, as well as a hand wand, and the hand wand does have an adjustment on it, so you can adjust the spray. Right up top, you also have your skylight to help let in some natural light, give you some additional headroom, as well as your vent right outside the shower, so you can quickly help dry things off in here. You also have some LED lights in there, a couple of robe hooks. We have 2 of those. Mirrored medicine cabinet right up top. Sink right down below with our electrical outlets if you need to plug in a hair dryer or anything. And then some additional storage there underneath. On the off-door side here is our super slide. So you'll see the dinettes located here. Plenty of room for 4 people to comfortably sit and have a meal together. And then this table does drop down into a bed if you need some extra sleeping space. Now granted, a standard dinette doesn't make a huge bed, so it's probably not the best for adults, but it is great if you have little kids that are coming with you, or if you need a place to put a pack and play. You can set it right up on top of there as well. Right next to that is the tri-fold sofa. So if you have adults that are going to be staying and the bunks are already claimed, this will be the next best spot to sleep. This does fold out into a bed, and you can comfortably sleep 2 adults here. 2 windows here. You can see how nice and big that window is above the dinette there too, folks. Really lets in a lot of natural light. Then you have some additional storage right up top here that is strut supported for easy one-hand operation. LED lights above both the dinette and the sofa. Then right over across the way is our entertainment center. Of course, TV front and center. This one is on a swivel mount. That way you can swivel it around to watch it in the bedroom at night. And it also has the multimedia center right here that is connected to it. So not only does that control the speakers inside as well as the ones outside, it is also Bluetooth capable, and it's a DVD player. So if you want to watch a movie, pop it in right there. Right next door, this is where your auxiliary equipment plugs in at there. Underneath, you have some extra storage, pretty good storage for an entertainment center. And then you have a little additional storage right up top here. Again, it is strut supported. As we take a step into the master bedroom here, you will see your queen bed. This is a 60 by 75 inch bed. Nice comforter on there as well. On both sides, you have big nightstands. I really like this because I generally have, a cell phone next to me. I have a glass of water, a CPAP machine, whatever else you need. You have plenty of room here, and you have electrical outlets down on the side of the bed. So if you need to plug anything in, you have a spot in which you can do that too. Right up top, you have mirrored wardrobe. You'll see you do have a hanging rod going across, as well as a removable shelf there. So if you want to take the shelf out, you can. Leave it in there. It's completely up to you. You also have this shelf going across, connecting the two, with LED lights there underneath for some light reading. Windows on both sides, and you have actual doors here. I love having doors rather than curtains. It gives you a little extra privacy. And as I mentioned, when both of these are shut, you can swivel that TV around. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Jayfeather 25BH. Starting off right up front here, you have your power tongue jack. Nice and easy, just flip a switch to raise and lower the tongue. And then you also have an LED light there in case you are hooking up or disconnecting at night. You'll notice this around it. This is what Lippert has coined as the jacket, which essentially what it is a double bike carrier. So it has another attachment that's inside the camper. You put it right here, and it'll allow you to have 2 bikes while going down the road, which is great because A, you can see your bikes, make sure they're not falling off the back, and it frees up your space on the bumper. It doesn't void any warranties, so definitely a great system to have to come from the manufacturer. 100-pound weight capacity on there as well, so even if you have a big steel bike, not an issue, you'll still be good. Right behind that, you have 2 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Undo the 2 thumb screws here, lift that up. That'll give you access to your tanks there. And behind that, you see rails for your battery. Take a look right down below. You will see this one is prepped for solar. So if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Folks, this one is also built on the BAL Huck bolt frame. I personally like having a Huck bolt frame. It's an excellent construction method. Instead of welding, they use the huck bolts there, which again gives it some extra rigidity. And if you ever do get into an accident, it's a lot easier to fix. They can actually cut those sections out and replace it, which means it will save you a lot of money. While we're talking about construction here, you will see the sidewalls. This is a fully laminated product with the exception of the roof. So both your sidewalls and your front and end wall there, all those are vacuum bonded laminated, which is a great process. Also, the roof is the Magnum truss system, which is something that is exclusive to Jayco, and they do a couple things there. One, they actually screw it instead of stapling it. They also have 2x2 vertical supports instead of 1x or just a 1-inch aluminum strap that some manufacturers use, and they have oversized nail plates on there as well. But more important to me anyway, yes, it's great to have a strong roof, but the roofing material they use is very important as well. They use a Dyflex 2, which is a fleeceless TPO. The great thing about that, folks, is it basically gives you all the advantages of a rubber roof without the drawbacks. You no longer have to get up there and add the plasticizers to it. You don't have to worry about having a bunch of streaking come down the side. It's still nice and pliable, and again, it is almost maintenance free. Right over here on the side, we'll open this guy up. You can take a look inside there. Nice large pass-through going all the way through. You'll see you have another door on the opposite side, so that way you can grab stuff from either side here. As we come back a little bit further, you have the power awning. Touch a button to roll this out. Same thing to have it go right back in. This is adjustable. You can see that right here, so that way you can adjust either side, be able to adjust the pitch for water runoff. And then you also have an LED light strip underneath there too. So that way if you want light at night, just flip a switch and you are good to go. Your entrance here has 3 steps, which is cool. You know, the bottom one is nice and low to the ground, so that way if you have bad knees, you won't struggle to get in. Grab handle here as well for some extra control in there. And right out here to this side are hookups for your TV. You have the mount for it right here, cable satellite outlet there, as well as a couple electrical outlets. So again, that way you can watch TV right out here. If you plan on doing some boondocking, you're going to want to fill your fresh water tank, folks, and that is your fresh tank fill right there. Making our way back a little bit further here, you see you have aluminum alloy rims, which are cool because not only are they gorgeous now, but they will stay great looking because aluminum doesn't rust. You have nitrogen-filled tires, and in between you will see the equalizer hitch, which essentially, or I'm sorry, not hitch, the equalizer suspension, which essentially it does a rocking motion to help take a lot of the bumps and stuff out of the road while you are towing this. 2 outside speakers here, as I mentioned, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit out here in your chairs underneath the awning, you can use your smartphone to help control that. And then right back here is the outside kitchen. This is one of my favorite parts about a bunkhouse is having this easy access here. You have an outside fridge right there, so that way you can throw some condiments, some beverages in there too. You see a little blue LED light. You can turn that off if you want, but it just kind of adds a little extra look there, as well as a standard LED puck light here to provide some actual lighting. You will see that you have this guy going across there, the netting. It's nice and easy to drop down, so if you want to put some paper plates in there, or maybe some solo cups, things like that, it is easy access. One of my favorite parts about it though is this right here, and the reason being is the fact it is strut supported, which I really like. You just kind of pull it and it does the rest. Same thing with going right back in. That way you don't have to worry about locking it in place or anything, which can kind of be a pain, so it pulls out nice and easy. You have your sink right here, as well as your cooktop right next to that, the double cooktop there. And in order to run this as a propane line, you just connect it to the cooktop, of course. You have a quick connect right down underneath, so that way you can just plug it right into there. Now, if you don't want to use the cooktop, if you'd rather use a grill, that's not an issue either. You can, of course, set your grill up outside here, plug that into the quick connect, and you'll be good to go. You also notice there's an electrical outlet there, too, so if you need to plug something in, you can certainly do that. So we come around to the back. So as I mentioned, it's a outside cooktop there, but you also have this grill right here. So if you don't have your own grill, you can use this one. You have a second propane quick connect right here specifically for that grill. They already thought about you. So that way you can have 2 different things running. You also have the ladder right here so you can climb up onto the roof. Again, you don't have to get up there to add the plasticizers, but you know, it is still a good idea to get up there for your daily or for your annual maintenance. You know, check your lap sealants, make sure nothing's cracked or anything like that. Mounted on the bumper right here is your spare tire. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, you know it's riding right here, and folks, it is super easy to get to. Also, if you take a look in the center, you'll see this one is prepped for a backup camera. If you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it a lot less expensive to have that installed. Coming around to the side here on the off-door side, you have your 30 amp detachable power cord right there. Coming back up top, black tank flush next to the city water inlet. Don't get those too confused. And then right underneath, you have your outside shower with both hot and cold. Cable and satellite inlet right there. Underneath is your termination with both your black and gray tanks. Now, folks, one of the things I do want to talk about is the side of the slides here. So as I mentioned, this is a laminated product. Even the sides of your slides are vacuum bonded. That's pretty darn cool. Most manufacturers don't do that. You can see if you push right here, it doesn't have any, indentation or any kind of push. Usually in order to get that, you have to go to a high-end fifth wheel. So as far as a construction feature, that's pretty darn great. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 J-Flight 25BH. If you're interested in this bunk model and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.